So my name is Hayley Grocock and I am the Chief Executive of Wakefield District Sight Aid, which is a local charity supporting blind and partially sighted people across the Wakefield district. I got this job 5 years ago and I had worked in the charity sector. I'd worked within the social enterprise movement and I'd worked in the private sector as well, but I'd never worked with anyone with vision impairments before. And I can honestly say that this is the best job that I've ever had, because working with the people that I work with, I learn something new every single day. And when you're in charge of a small charity, your job's really varied. You have to be on top of finance, you have to be on top of your organisation, your HR, your policies. You have to get really involved from an operational point of view, but you also have to make sure that there's tea bags and loo roll and all of that kind of stuff. So I love the fact that my job inspires me every day, and I love the fact that I get to do different things every day. I'm particularly proud of how we've emerged from the COVID pandemic, and I think that it's made me as a leader braver. So there was quite a few things that I really wanted us to do as a charity, or I felt that there was a real need for, that pre-COVID I always felt quite cautious about, like, we need to continue with our business as usual activities, and have we got enough money to do new things, and what if they fail? And I think what COVID has taught me is that if not now, then when? Yeah. And we've done a few things since sort of starting to emerge from the COVID pandemic that I'm really proud of. One of them is our outreach programme, which we run largely with the support of the ridings in central Wakefield. We've seen attendance at our outreach events just grow and grow, and that's wonderful, because I think now more than ever people need to be together. And I'm also really proud of the project that we've been able to start in partnership with GASPT through the Nova Community Mental Health Fund, which means that we're able to offer access to one-to-one counselling for people who are struggling with the emotional and mental health aspects of their sight loss journey. It's something that we know is really needed, but we've never had the money to do it until this fund came along. And the difference that it's making to the clients who are part of it is extraordinary. When we were in the middle of COVID and the world was a terrifying place for everyone, and nobody really knew what was going to happen or where help was going to come from, the community hubs just stepped up and did what was needed without fuss, without fanfare, without worrying about the sustainability of it. It was, what can we do right now? And then we keep on doing it, either until we can't do it any longer or until it's no longer required. But now into what's happening with cost of living crisis and the challenges that families are facing in a very real way every single day, the fact that the community hubs and the community anchors are there supporting people in ways that they probably wouldn't have imagined that they would be doing even 18 months ago, I just think it's so inspiring. It feels a bit like we're always expected to respond when bad things happen, and we do. As a sector, we're massively agile and innovative and creative when bad things happen, and we're going to have to keep doing that with the cost of living crisis and what people are facing now. I would be interested to ask colleagues what they think the next biggest challenge is going to be. So we're always really interested in working with other organisations who might be working with people who need our support. Our mission is a world where blind and partially sighted people have access to the same opportunities and quality of life as everybody else. And I think before I came to this job, I'd never met anybody who was visually impaired before. And I think it's a really important part of what we do, just going to speak to other people about the work that we do and why it's important. So I will happily go and chat with anybody if they think that the work we do might be of interest to the people that they support.